because of the condition. Okay, again, this all also comes back to the lack of circulation in the body. Now, pain, most people wouldn't look at this as a big deal because we kind of learn to live with pain. Would you agree? I mean, when we have a migraine, we kind of just deal with it. Cramps, back pain, whatever the case may be. Really, I mean, it's inflammation. We have inflammation somewhere in our bodies going on. That means something's going on. We're just ignoring it. Okay? And actually, I mean, 80% of chronic pain sufferers are between the ages of 24 to 64. There's some people that are nodding their heads. I mean, it's huge. You probably, hear people all day long, oh, my head hurts, oh, my back is hurting. I mean, you want to hear something about, health. Just have a, 5-minute conversation with somebody, and you hear, something that's going on with them or their family. I mean, it's huge, of how many people are being, affected just day after day. Stress is actually, I mean, medication, and I know how bad it is, for your liver. It's almost like I'm gonna ask them, okay, so are you asking me if I want to die from a liver dysfunction or cholesterol? Because really, that's what some of these medications are doing. That's the reason why there's so many people with so many side effects. And really, baby boomers today are the ones that are starting to experience it the more. These individuals are the ones that are in their 40s and 60s. Okay, they've been on medication for quite some time now. Because once they put us on medication, we don't really necessarily come off of it. Would you agree? Before you know it, that medication counteracts another medication because now you've got a symptom that's doing something else. And then you're taking 10, 15, 20 medications. I mean, I remember when I was at the office, I would watch patients come into the office with like bags of their medication. And think about all that, that's going on in our bodies. So that's definitely huge. But as you can see, these are some of the, the very, very popular diseases out here, in the U.S. And unfortunately, this is the reason why, we're doing this as well, is because we know that, we just have to be educated. I mean, I'm sure that many times when we go to the doctors, they tell us, you have to eat fruits, you have to eat vegetables. They tell us, and I know how bad it is, for your liver. It's almost like I'm gonna ask them, okay, so are you asking me if I want to die from a liver dysfunction or cholesterol? Because really, that's what some of these medications are doing. That's the reason why there's so many people with so many side effects. And really, baby boomers today are the ones that are starting to experience it the more. These individuals are the ones that are in their 40s and 60s. Okay, they've been on medication for quite some time now. Because once they put us on medication, we don't really necessarily come off of it. Would you agree? Before you know it, that medication counteracts another medication because now you've got a symptom that's doing something else. And then you're taking 10, 15, 20 medications. I mean, I remember when I was at the office, I would watch patients come into the office with like bags of their medication. And think about all that, that's going on in our bodies. So that's definitely huge. But as you can see, these are some of the, the very, very popular diseases out here, in the U.S. And unfortunately, this is the reason why, we're doing this as well, is because we know that, we just have to be educated. I mean, I'm sure that many times when we go to the doctors, they tell us, you have to eat fruits, you have to eat vegetables. They tell us that, right? But how many of us really do it? No. Maybe not too many of us. We know they tell us to, but how many of us know why we should? You see, I think that's more important. Okay, I'm the kind of person that if you're going to tell me to do something, explain to me why it's so important, and then maybe I'll listen. Anybody here like me? Right? Maybe that's just kind of the way that I learn. And I think that, being able to explain to people why we should be doing this helps a little more. Because then it's like a seed in your head. Now you know, okay, this is the reason why, I should at least try to eat 3 fruits a day or 4, whatever the case may be, is because I'm going to try, to improve my cellular function inside my body. Maybe it's not going to be to 100%, but at least I'm trying, right? I know that trying is the point, because Even on a good day, you know, when most people try to eat really, really healthy, they probably get between 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. I mean, I'm gonna share the numbers of what really is recommended, which most of you probably already know. But how can we improve our health? We know exercise, right? How many of us have time to exercise, right? Some people just don't like to exercise. Eat better sleeping habits. Again, you know, some of us are up really, really late because we're catching up with the day that we're not sleeping the way we should. You know, that's unhealthy as well. Just protect yourself from the sun, less alcohol consumption, you know, that also deteriorates our cells at a much higher level. So just different things that I have up here, but also, here we go. Start to implement proper nutrition into our bodies, into our health. Before, okay, when I was in high school, it was 6 servings in the little pyramid, the food pyramid. Do we remember the little food pyramid at school? Yeah. It was 6 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, which I thought that was a lot back then. But what happened is they've upped it to 9. As you can see, it says 4 servings of fruits, 5 servings of vegetables. They've upped it to 9. And the reason why, it's because of the way that the food is now being processed. Think about that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 more. Okay, that's huge. And then we put, you know, meat and chicken and fish and all that into it. And then we think about, you know, what that food has in it as well. And before, eating fish used to be 3 times a week. Now they've upped that to 5. Because again, the quality of it. So this is something that we all probably already know. I'm not going to ask how many of us do it, because I know that the numbers are really, really low. I mean, in a room of this many people, sometimes I get 1 or 2 hands of people that actually do this. And then we wonder again, you know, why we've got, you know, different things going on in our body. There you go. Recommended supplementation. We talked about, and I'm going to talk about anti and then oxidant. Okay, and anti is, again, anything that has to do with have you guys heard of antioxidants? Mm-hmm. Especially today, you're starting to, you know, see them on TV, commercials, lotions, I mean, skincare. Almost everything that you see right now is promoting antioxidants. Okay, why? Because this is better for our health. Okay, so anti is again, oxidant is oxidation, which is exactly what's going on here. Okay, the reason why this apple is not turning brown as fast is because I put an antioxidant over it. That's why. Okay, so would you agree that antioxidants are very, very powerful for the body? That is the reason why we're recommended to eat the fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, because they've got the antioxidant properties that help our bodies stay more like this. Okay? Now, some of the best sources of antioxidants are vitamin A, C, and E. Blueberries are actually rated at the top of antioxidants. How many of us like blueberries? Okay? There's a lot of people that love blueberries, but they don't buy them because sometimes they're a little expensive. I know a box is like $5 that lasts between 2 to 3 days if you take them correctly. Okay, that's the reason why most people don't consume blueberries. But they're very powerful for our bodies. And that's why when you look at the fruits and vegetables, you know, the top fruits and vegetables to eat, blueberries are at the top because they're more powerful in nutrition levels. Okay, they always say, you know, eat the richer, the reds. Fruits that are very powerful in color and red. Well, blueberries absolutely are. They help to, you know, lower cholesterol levels, promote better blood sugar. Again, diabetes. If we know any diabetics, you know, that's the reason why they should, you know, be eating, you know, blueberries or, you know, fruits and vegetables in general. Another one is omega-3s, fish oils, or fish. This goes back to eating fish 3 to 5 times a week. The reason why doctors recommend that we eat fish 3 to 5 times a week, now 5, is because it's an oil that our bodies does not produce that it needs. It's very necessary for the body. We might know some people that have dementia, okay, have loss of memory or starting to experience a loss of memory. This is part of it. It's because they're lacking that oil in their body, and it helps to promote better brain function, which is huge. They're starting to see increases in Alzheimer's patients, people within their 50s and 60s, where before it was more like in the 70s and the 80s. That's huge.